It's a little dark, isn't it? But if I turn this light on, it I don't know if that adds or takes away, but the ambiance is the fireplace. Okay, you don't need to see me, I don't think. But anyway, this is Rusty 78609. Obviously, I'm sitting by my fireplace for this fireside chat. It's cold out here in Central Texas, I can tell you that. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see me. I may have to delete this and try something else. But anyway, yeah, I was sitting here. Gosh, I'm telling you, I've been inside for a while. But we had a norther come through right around lunchtime, noonish, and the temperature dropped from 69 to 40, just boom. I mean, within 2 or 3 hours. And Trike Man did not go riding his trike today, and nor will he tomorrow, because the high tomorrow is supposed to be in the 40s. And we got 2 days of cold weather. Isn't that terrible for us in Central Texas? You guys in Minnesota and Montana and Wisconsin and other places. Yeah, y'all get it, don't you? But what I thought about, and I was making a list of things, I was thinking about the products that have been totally displaced by smartphones and these smart devices like the Google Home device and the Alexa. And I'm sure this is not going to be an all-inclusive list because there's thousands of apps that have replaced other things. But, you know, for example, a clock. You got a clock, a timer. You know, if you're cooking some food and you want to set a timer, I mean, and this can be done on your smartphone or this thing here. That's a Google Home something. And of course, calculator, TV. Yeah, that I watch YouTube on that thing and movies and stuff. You need a stereo anymore? No. You got headsets and ear head thing and with the things on your ear things and a CD player. You don't need any of that anymore for music. If you're into that, I listen to some. I call it elevator music. And as far as reading books, you know, if you want to, these things will read to you. So that's something to think about. I don't know why, but think about it. But information of any kind is at your fingertips, and everybody knows this. But it's on your phone, and but you know, you got a voice record. All the things that have been totally displaced are put out of business by a smartphone and these smart home devices. And I just think about the thousands of jobs that were lost, and I guess they were somehow able to be absorbed in other industries and so forth. But you know, it's a changing world we live in. I mean, look at me. You know, I'm all of a sudden, I'm Trike Man now. I know you can't hardly see me, but and it's also beer 30. I forgot to mention that. It is. It's about almost 5 o'clock Central. Was it Central Standard Time now? I guess it is. It is to me. Here's to you. Prost. Mm-hmm. Why did the fire stop? You know what happens? Whenever I lose internet connection, oh, there it is. Was. I wonder what causes that. Oh, it's what it is. It's I have a Wi-Fi Jetpack 7730L, and what happens every now and then, it drops the signal. See, this is it right here, and I don't know why. I can't figure it out. But if you go in and you just turn the Wi-Fi off, and then turn. I know you guys want to know this. This is a hell of a fireside chat, but this is live. I don't do anything. So let's turn it back on. But anyway, we'll see what happens. But it does that every now and then. I don't know why. I'll put it up behind me. See, it's already back now, but that's not something. It's something else. It'll come and go and come and go. But during the day, and that's why sometimes I'm late with comment call, because the signal out here where I live in Central Texas is not really that good. It's not horrible, but it's about on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 3 maybe, but it comes in and out. But anyway, and some more smart technology I stumbled onto today. I was watching some videos about Euro vans and Euro RVs and stuff. And I'm sure this video is going to be a little, well, I'll turn this light on. I know you don't want to see me, or care. Does that matter? But anyway, I'll leave that on. Why? I don't have a clue. all my video equipment right now is a black bean, refried bean can, and a little stand. I mean, I could use that thing they sent me, tripod, but even on its lowest setting, it's too tall to do this with. But and I know you wanted to know that too. But anyway, back to the RVs. I was watching some stuff from Europe, from Germany, had an RV show, and they were showing some of the new travel trailers and some of the latest stuff. And what they're doing there, which they're years ahead of us in the USA in a lot of ways, but what they're doing there with the travel trailers is they're installing lithium-ion batteries in there, battery packs just like you would in a all-electric car in the travel trailers, and they have solar on the roof and different. You can have some portable solar in addition to the roof solar if you need it. But yeah, they're getting completely away from propane and are having to hook up at shore power. I mean, if it depends on what you're running, but no, they've come a long way on that. So they're eliminating propane. All your cooking and stuff is done with electric, some kind of special electric stuff they've got. And so it's just things are changing, and it'll all happen here too. And for me, of course, now Trike Man, dun, 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 dun. Oh, where's my mask? Oh, there it is. I'm not going to put it on; it's too tight. But for me, I see a transition happening fairly quickly in the sense that I would say in less than 10 years, most of this audience will have an all-electric car. I know you don't believe that, or you're going to say, "Oh, I'm not me. I wouldn't." They don't have the range. Well, they will have in 3 to 5 years. Probably they're up to 300 miles and climbing now. With a gas automobile at let's just say 25 miles a gallon with a 20-gallon tank, you've got a 500-mile range. And at about half a tank or so, you fill up. Well, you do the same thing in an electric car, and that's enough said about that. But for me, one of the things that's going to help me learn a little more about this stuff and lithium-ion battery, just about batteries in particular, because I have some experience with, I've got an AGM battery and some solar and stuff I use when I'm RVing or traveling. And the electric trike, the one I've got from Liberty E-Trikes or electric trikes, out of Pennsylvania, and it's a great little unit. I really enjoy it. We invented Trike Man from that, or I did, but it's enabling me to learn how good and how much fun it is to not have a combustion engine to maintain. In other words, if that was a little motor scooter, for example, a 3-wheel motor scooter, then I'd have to get gasoline, I'd have to change oil, have to change filters, and if there's other things, spark plugs and whatever else, you'd have to maintain it. And as you and I both know, the smaller the engine, the less efficient it really is. For those of you that have weed blowers and weed eaters that have the little gasoline engines on them, they're hard to start, those little 2-cycle things. And so, not having an internal combustion engine or ICE or gas engine on that little trike it's great. I mean, it's all electric. I mean, I've got the battery inside right now, and in fact, I got it right here somewhere by my shoes. There's not much place to hide stuff. It's not like I had to walk out in the garage and get the battery, right? I mean, I reached down below my chair, my swivel chair in my Casita RV that I live in here, and I pull up my battery. And this is the battery pack for the Liberty E-Trike. Weighs about, I'm going to say 6 to 8 pounds probably. And it's about 80% right now. And I've got it inside because it's going to be, temperature is going to be freezing in the morning. And of course, with electric cars, they have these things designed so that you don't have to worry about that, that if it's freezing outside, because, they have all electric cars in Montana, not many. But it'll get there, it's just a transition. They're working all the bugs out now, and now it's starting to sprinkle rain outside. I hear it. And the temperature is we're supposed to get down into the probably mid-20s here tonight and about the same tomorrow. During the day in the 40s, and then we get back up into the 50s and 60s. And I forgot, here's an announcement for those of you that are interested. The second E-Trike will be here on Wednesday during the day. I got a call from the shipper, and they said it would be delivered sometime between 9:30 and 4 o'clock p.m. on Wednesday, which is a good day because the temperature is going to be in the upper 50s that afternoon, so I can hopefully put it together and see what I've got. And isn't this cozy though? Don't you just love this crap? I mean, I got a fire in the fireplace. I'm sitting here having a cold beer, and yeah, it's I don't know. I kind of got away from the trike, but anyway, yeah, it's going to be delivered Wednesday. It's called a Bolton, Bolton trike, electric trike, and it's out of California, and it's just a different concept altogether. Well, not altogether. There's a lot of differences. I've mentioned some of them. The tires 20 inch as opposed to 16. Got a little bit bigger battery. It's 48 volt as opposed to 36 volt, and some other things. But the reason, never mind. I won't get. I'm going to do a complete comparison in the future, and you'll see. Trike Man will analyze them both with his technical mind, which happens to be shared with a friend of mine, and so we'll get that done. And then we'll move on. We'll just continue to move forward with life because it ain't waiting on nobody. Tomorrow's going to be here whether you want it to or not. I mean, so it's coming, guys. So if I got plans. They're not carved in stone, and I'll change them at any time I choose to, because it's just me. I'm not working. See, that's the big deal. I mean, that's a big advantage. And I've got my Social Security, which is my foundation. And it comes in every month, whether I do anything on YouTube or Amazon or not. And is that a good feeling? Sure it is. I mean, I can live on my Social Security, and which is great. And anything else I do just goes to help me enjoy other things in life that I would have missed or not enjoyed so much. And what else tonight I'm going to have? I'll show you. You'll love this. Let me take a swallow of beer first. Das is good. Anyway, I know you want to know this, but I am fixing, or tonight, I bought this, it's already prepared, but it's a sausage, jalapeno, cheese, kolache. Kolache, you know what a kolache is? You're going to have to look that one up. Czech, Bohemian, it's called a kolache, K-O-L-A-C-H-E, kolache from the H-E-B bakery. Yeah, what I'll do, since it's already prepared, it's on a croissant, or this one is, and I will heat that up, and I'll have some popcorn. I'll show you how I do that too. See what I do in the afternoons about this time. I get everything ready, so all I got to do is just heat it up, and I'm ready to do my evening thing. Like read a book and have a glass of wine and have my little snack, my little kolache tonight. But what I do, this is an old iron skillet or whatever, and inside of it, do you see that popcorn? What I do, if you can see it. That's the white small kernel popcorn, and I just line the bottom of it. You can see it. I don't put a layer, but just one layer of popcorn kernels in there, and then I put this on top. This old lid, it's older than me, and so is this. This was my grandparents, and I've hung on to them. And then this, and all you got to do is and you don't have to put any oil. You don't add any oil. You can actually dry cook it. And that's great because, see, I did have, as you know, a popcorn popper. They're noisy, and I didn't like it. And the one I had went away, and I bought another one, and it was crap, so I sent it back, and I said, I got to figure out a way to do the popcorn the old way without burning it or using oil and stuff. I tried aluminum. I tried some other ways to cook it on the stove, and it didn't work. The only way it works without making a mess is using the cast iron and then whenever it starts popping, you shake it a little bit, and then it'll start popping real good, and you pop it, but you don't have to add any oil of any kind, and that's good. And I'll show you something else too. You'll love this. I'm getting into this, ain't I? This is really neat that I rigged up, and this is my whole cooking outfit, man. This is it. I don't have a microwave. I don't have an oven. So I had to be pretty creative with this stuff. But anyway, this is my kolache. Well, let's just assume that I had it out of the package. Assumption is the mother of all mistakes, right? But this right here is a little cast iron thing that my grandparents had also, and I kept it. It's a little small one, probably, I don't know, 10 inches across. And you know, you can make pancakes on it. I have before, but I haven't lately. But it's good for, really good for heating stuff. Because what you do, see, let's just imagine this was out of the package. You put this on here, turn the burner on, and let this thing get hot, and then put this lid on it. This is a little aluminum dome cover that I was using for something else, and yeah, it'll warm that thing up just like it's in an oven. No kidding, guys. I mean, it works great. And so I'll put that. But if I get all that ready, and then well, you can't see it. Maybe you can. Can you see this back here? There's actually like a bedside table or whatever you call it. You know, the little thing you put a TV tray thing. Now that's what that is right there. If you can see it right there. And I've got a little TV tray looking thing. So what I do is I put one of these on the TV tray my sister made. These aren't these beautiful? Yeah, she made me 2 of them. But anyway, so I put one of these. I just got to remember, I just got to do that. Put one of those on there. And so then when I heat the, I know you're loving this. This is big stuff here. But whenever I heat my kolache, since that iron pan is hot, and you got to use a thinger, you got to use a thing to hold it, to move it, because it will burn your little hand. It'll burn the piss out of it. Excuse me, pee-pee. Anyway, so you got to put it on that little thing, and then what's good about it, see, once I get it all done, you know, then I can finish having my beer or whatever, and it stays warm until I get ready to have my wine. And right now I'm drinking. This is St. Genevieve Cabernet. And yeah, it's good. It's a good cab. It's the only difference between this is a little inexpensive. It's about, I think it's around $7 or $8 for a 1.5 liter. But it's 12% alcohol. Okay, and that's why it's cheap. The higher the alcohol content in wine, the more the price. And then this one right here, I know you want to know this. This is called a Barefoot cab, and this one's 13.5% alcohol, and it's also about $1.50 more a bottle. But just to show off, I went ahead and spent it because I only drink 2 bottles of that stuff a month. So extra dollar is not going to kill me. So you see how I live, guys? It's wonderful. I wouldn't live any other way. I mean, can you see this body, this blank mind, living in a home? I mean, I had, believe it or not, I know I've told you all this before. I don't mean to bore you with it, but I mean, at one time I had a 5-bedroom, 3-bath home on 10 acres of land. I also had a swimming pool. You hear me? Barn, donkeys, horse, 2 Suburbans, new ones. And then, no, first I had a Cadillac. Yeah, a little sedan. And then I got me a Suburban. My wife got her a new Suburban. Talk about the treadmill life. Baby, I was on it. And I could not slow down. Boy, howdy. But I'm here, look at this now. I could put this RV in my master closet. Almost. Oh, I could put it for sure in my master bedroom. I could turn it around in the master bedroom. Now think about it. But you know, why did I change? What happened, Rusty? Did you fall and hit your head? I don't know. I think I did. But actually what it is, folks, there's certain things that are ingrained, and you know, you keep having something you feel like's pulling you certain directions, and you can't really figure out what it is. Some people call it finding themselves. You know, they're out there looking for themselves. You know, who am I really? Well, you know, I kind of knew who I was really, but I kept, you know, keeping it under a cover. You know, I just said, well, you know, that might be you, but that ain't the way the world is, so get up and get with them, boy. And I did. I got up and got with them, made a little money, and blew it, 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 and blew it. I'd make it and glow, boy. Yeah, when it was good, it was good, but when it was crap, it was zero. And, but yeah, this is a little fireside Beer 30 chat. I mean, you know, this is actually, if I didn't have YouTube to do, I would, well, I'd be doing something else, that's all. I mean, I'd come up with something else. I'm not a person that would just sit in the corner and say, well, I just can't do anything, I don't know what I'm going to do. No, I'd sit there and think, okay, what can I do, and when am I going to do it, like now? But anyway, it's raining out there. It's probably sleeting, actually. Actually, I think it is. I don't care if it is or not. I'm in here. It's warm as toast in here, man. I got my little Pelonis heater on the lowest setting. That's 400 watts. And right now it's 67 in here, 68. Well, that's why I'm wearing this. Trike man. Anyway, but enough said about that, guys. I just wanted to do a little fireside chat because I know some of you guys somewhere out there are in some really cold temperatures. If we're down here in the 20s, then you guys somewhere are below that, and I know that. And I talked to some people on Sunday, yesterday, from Minnesota. They're staying at the Heart of Texas Lake Resort, and yeah, they come down here every year for one reason: get out of the cold climate. And just always bear that in mind. You can leave. Well, if you're retired or whatever, you can. If you got a job, I understand. But anyway, guys, we're going through a little phase here. I'm transitioning to using the e-trikes, electric tricycles, and I'll work this out. We'll end up with one. I certainly don't need two. And when we get through that phase, it's just a matter of going on. I'll do some more RV and stuff, and I may go check out some RVs here in a few weeks, whenever there's some good weather. And yeah, it'll just be pretty much what we've been doing, guys. And I love all the comments. The positive feedback is wonderful, I have to tell you. And if you guys ever try to start your YouTube channel, believe me, when you read a comment that's giving you a pat on the back or way to go, is that good? Oh man, that's like food. Like, yo, they don't hate me. And that's actor, even at my scale, which is down on the bottom, 0. But entertainers and actors and stuff, they live for that applause and pat on the back. I mean, I don't live for all of that, but it is always nice to have a few positive comments. I mean, I still get negative feedback, and I've kind of developed a little turtle skin or Kevlar to make it better. But anyway, from Central Texas, guys, on a cold day, cold evening, cold, rainy, windy. What a combination. At least we don't have snow. And that's why Trike Man didn't appear today to go riding on the trike, because Trike Man froze his butt off. Trike Man is smart. Anyway, so having said that, guys, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Put this on your TV or whatever and have you a cold toddy. But anyway, buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link if you think about it. I appreciate that. Some of you are and have, and appreciate that. And then what else? Notice I just say appreciate. I don't say appreciate. See, appreciate's a East Texas word or Southern word. And what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll help you lose weight because you'll be full of water. Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? You bet it is. And then what else? Stand guard. No, wait a minute. We got to stretch, swivel, walk, pedal. Exercise your body once, twice a day. You'll never regret it. You'll feel better because of it. And then stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your beautiful head. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and enjoy your life one day at a time. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and that's true. And the older you get, the more you realize that. Anyway, guys, adios amigos. At ease, carry on. Bye-bye.